Hey everybody, how are you all? I have about 20 minutes before the, the news comes on. So getting dialed up here now for Dr. Haggy, getting all dialed up. So everybody, I will just tell you right off the bat that the color of this video is more white than I am in real life. That's all I can say. Everything looks more white. So my hair is quite a bit darker than this. My eyes, all that kind of stuff. But I'm not trying to fool you in any way. It's this stinky camera, this stinky phone that I'm returning to Kudo. So anyway, did I really have to start with that conversation again? I'm going to actually do half my face with Demi first, so you can all see a bit of the difference you get when you're using Demi. And it's going to be a very subtle difference, but so perfect for days that you don't want to wear makeup. And I mean, the last year, a lot of us have been pretty much not leaving our houses very much. So this has been, I've been using this line since November, the Demi line. And I've been absolutely loving it. I do grab it for my everyday makeup. I still do 3D for when I want to look more made up. This one is for my everyday. And I'm first starting with what we call Sculpt. So it's kind of like contour. It's much more subtle than contour, and it's kind of sheer, and it just tones out the kind of grayish, bluish, greenish tones in my skin. It makes my skin appear a lot more vibrant because I'm toning out a lot of the age damage. So I would describe it as Demi kind of brings your face back to a very youthful type of skin that you used to have. It'll probably kind of take 10 years off your face, and not in a literal way, like, okay, if you look at me after I have my Demi done and you say, okay, Megan, you don't look as good as you think you do. I don't mean literally you're going to look like a 15-year-old, but it's going to filter out a lot of the effects of aging. That's my opinion on it. So there's my Demi Sculpt, giving me a little bit of definition. And again, I just have to tell you that it looks more striking on this camera. The kind of variation between the Demi and my skin is more exaggerated on this camera. So in my mirror, it looks much more uniform and more like one flesh color. Now I like to mix a couple of colors together, this orange and this red, and kind of do a little bit more bronzing where I would put my bronzer, pretty much. This is like my Demi Bella. So if you haven't had your afternoon nap yet, you're welcome. You can have your little nap here while you're watching me, because I know that this will kind of put you to sleep. I know when I watch Demi videos, it kind of puts me to sleep. Here I've got some blush. And again, this is not like your normal makeup blush. So you can see I'm even bringing that blush in here. I would never normally put blush in here. But with Demi, it's just a little bit different because, again, I'm not really putting on makeup. I'm more so just toning out some of the discoloration in this area of my face, okay? So guys, the week is flying. I am taking a spring break from homeschool right now, which is nice. So I'm spending my days kind of preparing for the rest of to finish off our homeschool year, finish it off strong. I wanted to give us a little breather so then we can totally refocus and just go all in for the rest of the school year. So I get a little bit more time to put on my makeup in the daytime too. If you don't follow along in my Facebook group, Megawatt Beauty Facebook group, I actually share videos from other Demi artists in there. If you're interested in seeing somebody else do it, that's always helpful too. I'm just going to do one side of my face here. Then if I have time before 2 o'clock, I'll finish the rest. I don't know, it's cutting it close. So like one of the amazing things about this is that at the end, I'm not actually wearing makeup, okay? So at the end, when this is all completely finished, there will be no actual makeup on my face. And that is like the weird and cool thing about Demi, right? And if you follow along, if you want to see more videos of me from doing Demi and 3D, there's a tab, there's like a row of tabs actually on the top of this page right under the cover photo. And it has a bunch of options. You can look photos, albums, a few different things. And you will see a little tab there marked videos. And if you click on that video tab, you can find like well over 100 videos that I've done, and you can find them, you know, they're all in a row, nice and easy, so you can figure out which ones you want to watch and which ones are going to apply to your makeup needs. You don't just have to wait for me to come on live. You can always re-watch any videos that I've posted in the past, right? That bit's a little bit dry, and what I love is our Demi Balm. If you have some dry, flaky skin, using that balm will soften the dry skin, help remove it for you. If you want to try some Demi, everybody, you can send me a color match selfie. So just your bare face with no makeup on. Stand in front of a window and look out through the window. Put your phone right in front of you. And take a selfie showing me your face and your neck and chest. And I'd love to help you out. Pick some colors, depending on how much you want, how much of a perfectionist you are with your makeup. I can help you choose what's best. let me see, I'll tackle this. So annoying. Hi, Keely. Thanks for popping on. It's nice to see ya. Keely is one of our newest members of the Sugar Squad. Hooray! One of our biggest fans as a customer, she was. She was always in the bashes, cheering us all on, and then she decided to join the team. So fun. Hi, Sherry. Nice to see ya. So you've been asking me a little bit about Demi, right? So watch along and see if it's something that you want to give it a try. I honestly don't know what it looks like in the phone. I cannot see. I can only see in my mirror. So it's, you know, there's a pimple there, but yay! But at least it's not caked with makeup. Is there anything worse than a pimple caked with makeup? It just makes it look way worse. So we don't need to be at that. Do a little bit of Demi and you'll look better than anything. Well, Sherry, for the color, for like neutralizing anything like the blemish, any spots and stuff, I use generally Demi colors with the number 1 after them. Those are color brighteners. So you could pretty much always, if you're trying to erase some color from your face, you're using a Demi 1, which would be on the website, you would find it under a brightening edit 1. So for me, I mostly use O1 and R1 and Y01. So that's what I used kind of on the center of that pimple. And this is what I used, O1, on the surrounding area. This is Y01 and this is O1. So it's a yellowish orange to cancel out the dark blue. And this is just a straight up orange to cancel out the lighter blue. And now I'm using R1, which is a very pale red, to cancel out all the discoloration, the darkness under my eyes. And as you can see, we no longer, with Demi, we don't just take the color and swipe it over our under eye, which is how we're used to doing our makeup. We don't do that with Demi ever, like ever, except with the sculpt. But when you're trying to erase something, you never swipe over it. You touch it like you pretend you're doing it with a toothpick, and you only touch little toothpick areas. And after you watch this makeup for a year, like this time next year, people will wonder what they ever did before. Like, this is going to become mainstream. It's going to become the way makeup is used. It's just that Saint is the first one to bring it, to invent it. But other people will start to follow along. You'll see. Other people will jump on the bandwagon. There will be copycats. And that'll be okay. We want to bring this technique to the mainstream because it's going to change your life. It's going to change the way you see yourself. It's going to change the way you see beauty. And it's going to change your makeup life. It's a very comfortable product to wear because it's like your bare skin. But it's not even like your bare skin. It just is your bare skin. So I'm definitely a fan, everybody, if you can't tell. The one thing we do need to get used to is that it takes me about 20 minutes to do my Demi application, and you end up looking like you're not wearing makeup. So that's like one thing that people would find weird. And I didn't like that in the beginning. I was like, why am I going to spend so much time doing my makeup if in the end I don't look like I'm wearing makeup? But I guess I got woke. I got Demi woke, and I prefer it this way now. Right now I'm using O1 to erase some blue veins. Hold on. I think I have a doctor's appointment, and that's why my alarm is going off. Hi, Joni. Oh my gosh, Joni, it's so nice to see you here, girl. I don't know if you normally follow along Megawatt Beauty, but it's nice to have you here. Tell me, do you have your Demi, or have you tried your Demi? So what I was doing here was erasing some of the blue veins under my eye, which is going to further, like, it's so subtle. I do know that, but when you look at it as your whole face, this side of this under eye is a lot more clear and brightened than that one. I don't know if you can see much of a difference in the camera, but the difference is pretty impressive to me. It's exactly what I want. Like, I want that area brightened up a little bit, less shadowing and less discoloration, but I don't want it to be caked with makeup. So this is the perfect solution for me. And now I'm going to do, I have like irritation on my eyelids. So I do personally like to tone that down a little bit. And for this I'm using that yellowish orange, so Y01, because this part of my lid has some vibrancy to it, which means purple. And if anything is vibrant on your face, like broken capillaries, a lot of times rosacea, a lot of times those irritations, or like eczema like I have right here, a lot of times those are purple. And now I'm just going to end off, put a little dab of color on my lips. And a little glass. So I'm going to leave that because I'm going to go get off and watch the news. So again, I know the difference is very, very subtle.
Oh, his name is actually Realistic SpongeBob.
But to me, it's just the amount that I need. Any breakouts are filtered out just enough, but they don't look like there's makeup on it. My lips are plumped up a little bit so that it doesn't look like, I find when I don't have some lip plumping, my lips are like all scrawny and like dehydrated, like a raisin. So the Demi gives me enough of that pout, but it's not overpowering, doesn't look like makeup. Right here, my broken capillaries. See how it's so shadowy right here? When you look at that when on my face, it's so distracting, and the eye goes right to this like dip and that shadow. It ages you. So over here, when the shadow is taken care of and the broken capillaries, it's just more vibrant and it looks more youthful. And that's, I think, essentially what makes the face to me more attractive when I use Demi, is that signs of aging are just a little bit softened. So there you go. Thank you all for being here. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.